Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Yay! A week has passed since we last spoke. It's gone pretty quick, hasn't it? I felt a lot better this week, have a lot more energy than I did last week. And although I am still a little bit discombobulated, I think that's more to do with general tiredness rather than energetic tiredness. Hope you're all doing well. It's been amazing to chat to you all on the comments. Many of you sent me messages last week on the back of the email about the energy body, and many of you shared some of your physical ailments with me and linked it back to your own traumas. So it was really, really encouraging to see that, because this is the beginning of humans starting to realize how to heal themselves. And that's what I want to do. I want to be able to help people, whoever is interested in listening to me. I want to help whoever wants to listen to become empowered to heal themselves. And that's why I make these videos. That's why I put them out there. It's to help people to heal both their physical bodies and their energetic bodies. So you will remember last week I was talking about how your root, which is your red energy center, is in charge, if you like, of controlling your feelings of stability and safety and connectedness. And if you have a certain trauma, and normally these traumas happen when you're a child, but it can also be when you're an adult as well. If you have a trauma whereby a loved one dies, or the family loses all of their finances, or you have a house move and you just really don't like where it is that you've moved to, or you lose your home, that's going to impact your root. Also, if you have a strong feeling of not being supported, that's going to impact your root. And for anybody who's wanting to help themselves at home, you guys need to eat red foods, work with red crystals, ingest the essences of red flowers, obviously the ones that you can ingest. You need to surround yourself with red. You need to, if you can, sit yourself in a red room. Or if you can't do any of those things, invest in a pair of these chromotherapy glasses. They're about $14.99, and wear them for half an hour daily. Obviously, do not operate machinery or drive whilst you're wearing them, because it does impair what you can actually see when you wear them. But you need to wear these for half an hour daily. And they're amazing because they turn everything red. What that means is, as the light is coming into your eyes, it is being altered by the frequency of red. And so you are taking that red light into your body, and that red light will then go to wherever it is that you need it, and it will help it to heal. For all those of you that may have been subject to a sexual trauma, or you may have a terrible relationship with your mother, or it may have been a very strained relationship. You may have felt not connected to your mother as a child. You may have felt suppressed regarding your creativity, or you may feel as if you've had your joy taken away from you. You guys can invest in a pair of these orange glasses for, I think they're £14.99, something like that. So they are affordable. You need to wear them for half an hour a day, and eat orange foods, wear orange clothes, get an orange blanket, place orange post-it notes around your home with positive affirmations like I feel joy, all that kind of thing. For those of you that feel like you're lacking in confidence, maybe you were brutalized by a parent when you were younger, or a sibling, or a teacher, or a partner. Maybe you had your confidence taken away from you. Maybe you were made to feel less than. You guys need the yellow. So wear the yellow pair for half an hour a day. Eat yellow foods, wear yellow clothes, yellow bedding, a yellow blanket, work with yellow crystals, write positive affirmations on yellow post-it notes, and so on and so forth. You get the general gist, but I am going to complete this because this will personally reach out to people when they hear their own issues. For people that have always felt as if they are unloved, or for people that are struggling with really bad feelings of grief, or for people that also suffer from insomnia or really bad headaches, you guys need the green pear. Half an hour a day looking through the green pear, also eating lots of green foods, working with green crystals, ingesting the essences of green flowers, green clothes, green post-it notes, all that jazz. For those of you that feel like you can't speak up, you've been suppressed at the throat, nobody listens to you, maybe you were bullied, maybe you were told to shut up as a child, shut up, sit down, children should be seen and not heard. You guys need the blue pear. Half an hour a day wearing the blue pear, and it will stabilize the spectrum for you guys because it's blue that you are lacking. So it's blue that you need. For those of you that have felt your third eye being suppressed, have felt that you cannot connect to your multidimensional self, or maybe you were ridiculed as a child for the things that you could see and you were told that you were making it up, and so you suppressed that part of yourself. You guys need the indigo, half an hour a day. And again, eat indigo foods, wear indigo clothes, surround yourself with indigo, etc., etc. And finally, for those people that feel that their crown needs a little bit of help, you need the violet pear. And also eat violet or white foods and surround yourself with either violet or white. So I wanted to just share that with you guys today, hoping that that would give you something that you could actually do and work with to help heal yourselves. Now, obviously, that's only going to work if you don't have an energy parasite attached to that particular energy center. Because if you do have an energy parasite attached to that particular energy center, then no matter how much of that color you try to immerse yourself with, no matter how much you wear those glasses, no matter how many foods of the relevant color you eat, it's not going to help in any way. Because if you've got an energy parasite attached to one of your energy centers, then all that's going to happen is all of that color is going to get siphoned away by your entity. And this is what we do with soul center healing hypnosis. We do entity release. So at the front end of the technique, we scan the energy body. And this is client led to start off with. But if you as the client can't feel anything in your energy centers, or you don't really know where it is that you've been impacted, we then as practitioners take over. We scan your energy body and we work through each energy center methodically. So we do root, sacral, solar, heart, throat, third eye, crown. We work through the energy centers and we remove any energy parasites that are siphoning your color away. And we then rebuild your energy centers, your chakras, and also your aura. And then we move into past life regression and higher self questions. Because in my experience over the years, I have found that most people are far too traumatized from the things that have occurred to them in this life to be able to access a relaxed enough state to be able to do past life regression and higher self. And also, because of the traumas that have occurred in this lifetime, many people will have attracted these entities that are attracted to the pain-filled light. So basically, say for example, you've got somebody that's got a beautiful, healthy red root that's spinning and shining exactly as it should do. And then that person loses a parent and because of that loses their home. They're going to have their entire world taken away from them in one fell swoop. It's going to destabilize them and it's going to make this root no longer vibrate at the true frequency of the color red. It's going to become darker. It's going to become murky. It's going to become distorted. It's going to become inverted and it's going to become full of pain. Think about what happens if you've got a beautiful red color in a palette of paint and you add a bit of black to that red and then you mix it all together. what happens? The red becomes dark and murky. That bit of black that you just added to that palette of paint represents the pain and sorrow that you have felt through your emotions. And when those emotions are felt in the emotional body, they then begin to affect the energetic body. And eventually, over time, they'll begin to affect the physical body. An entity will become attracted to the pain-filled light that is in your root. And they need that pain-filled light in order to sustain what they are. Because they don't emit light, they consume light. So in this universe, you either emit light or you consume it. And there's a whole boatload of these entities in varying different frequencies. And you can imagine, can't you, all of the colours of the rainbow with a bit of black added to it makes that darker colour. When your emotions start to cloud your energy and to darken your energy centres, your palette of colours, you then magnetically attract one of these entities. These entities latch on and they start to siphon all of your colour away. And this colour represents certain behaviors. So if you have the access to all of the proper true ray of yellow, you will be a very stabilized, confident person. Not arrogant, but confident. You'll know who you are. If you're then brutalized by a parent who constantly tells you daily how stupid you are, you add a bit of black to that yellow, mix it all up together, it then becomes a dark, murky, browny yellow. And it's that color light that then attracts an entity into the solar plexus. And those are the particularly nasty ones, the solar plexus entities that will attach and siphon all of that individual's light away. Then what happens to that individual is they can't stabilize in the yellow energy center anymore because they have had their entire access to that color taken away. So what they will then start to do in order to stabilize their own color palette, they'll start to take yellow from other people's energy. And that manifests by that particular person then turning into a bully and taking other people's confidence away. And in so doing, it is the attempt by that individual to stabilize their color spectrum within themselves. Now, I'm going to put a disclaimer on this video at this point. What I want to talk about today is AI. And this is a very contentious topic. It is, in my opinion, one of the biggest threats to mankind at this point in time. This video that we're about to move into now, the topic that I'm about to cover off, is not for those sensitive people that email me every week telling me that certain things that I've talked about have made them feel uncomfortable. If the things that I have been talking about have made you uncomfortable, then you don't want to watch this video, because this video is going to tackle the topic of AI in the human race. So I'm putting this disclaimer on this video now. Do not watch this video if the idea, if the concept of, or if me talking about AI is going to upset you in any way. I know I have many, many people who watch my channel and have watched my channel for years that I'm very, very thankful for. But there's many, many people who prefer to just stay in that higher frequency, to only look at high frequency things, to only think about high frequency things. And that's absolutely fine. Do you know what? That would be my preferred state of being. That's why I got into this. And when I first started this, I absolutely loved all the unicorns and fairies and pixies and Pegasus horses and all those amazing sessions that I would get. But over time, Source, God, said to me, okay, now it's time that we really start doing the work, because you've come here to help the human race heal. And although the human race needs to hear all of these wonderful stories about dragons and fairies and Pegasus horses, and God knows we do, the most important thing is that humans heal. They face their traumas, they face what's made them hurt, what's made them sad through their emotions. These emotions affect the energy body, they attract these beings, and then after that, life becomes even tougher because not only are you battling against your own thoughts, negative thoughts and feelings, but you're also battling against these other energies that are attached to you that's making you feel even worse. Now, where does AI come into all of this? So at this point, I have expected all of the people who can't handle the topic of AI to stop watching this video. So I don't expect to get any messages from anybody moaning about me talking about AI. If you don't want to talk about AI, if you don't want to think about it, if you don't want to watch it, that's absolutely fine. There's no judgment there from me whatsoever, but please don't watch this video. And then please don't complain. You would not believe how many emails and messages I get of that nature. Okay, so AI. In the work that we do, we find two types of AI. There's AI that is physical AI, that is in the physical body. And this AI will enter the body and it will make its way predominantly to the key controlling organs in the body. So physical AI will attempt to make its way to the brain, the heart, and also the lungs and the other organs. Now, it is my opinion, and all of this is my opinion, and that's all I can share, really, isn't it? I can't share everybody else's opinion. I can't share everybody else's experience. And I'm sure everybody else who's watching this video has got their own opinions and their own experience around this. But all I can share is my opinion and my experience. So if you have anything to add to this, then please do. Please add it into the comments. But I can only talk about what I've experienced and seen, both personally and through my clients. So a long time ago now, many years ago now, well over 10 years ago, I became aware that there was physical AI in the body of humans. And my own personal experience of that was I did a candida cleanse, which is a parasite cleanse. You can research that on the internet. It's essentially taking things like garlic, lemons in your water, cinnamon, caprylic acid, which is coconut oil, wormwood, black walnut, which people can be allergic to, so don't take that until you've done a tester patch, cloves, and then after a certain period of time of taking those, you then take diatomaceous earth as well, which is also something natural from the planet. So nothing man-made there, it's all natural stuff. And then you take a very, very strong probiotic. It's a parasite cleanse. And up to that point, I'd been feeling like I was dying. It literally felt like there was something in my body that was trying to take over. I was so poorly, I could barely breathe. And at the time, I was a heavy smoker. So part of me wondered whether it was to do with smoking. I was having lots and lots of issues with my body. Many, many issues, too many issues to mention. So I did this candida cleanse and I altered my diet completely. And after doing this candida cleanse, you will notice lots of crazy things in the toilet. And I always used to notice lots of teeny, teeny, tiny black dots in the toilet. Now, many, many people will say this is the fungus dying off. And when it dies off, it goes black. But I don't believe this stuff is. I believe that stuff was nanobot AI technology. And I believe a long time ago, they released a weaponized fungus amongst the population. And you'll hear some of the global elites talking about this now, that the next big pandemic is going to be a fungus that pervades throughout people. Well, I believe that this fungus has been added into food for a long time, probably, definitely, in the fast food joints. And this fungus is like a hybrid. It's a hybrid of an organic being that can grow within the human body and move around, but it carries with it this nanobot technology. So it's a hybrid between physical nanobot AI and also fungus. Now, if you add into that all of the things that people are having shot into them, and we know what I'm talking about there, if you add into that the addition of that, this weaponized fungus is pervading throughout people's bodies. And, you know, you can see lots of videos of this, can't you? People that have died and they're pulling these long clots out of the body. And the latest Disney film, and Disney always tells you what's happening on the planet. Always. If you want to know what's going on the planet, watch Disney. The latest Disney film called Strange World literally shows you the effects of AI within the human body. And they make out in the film it's inside a turtle, but it's inside a human body. And they show you the effects of this technology eventually on the body. Now, having this technology, this AI technology that shouldn't be there in the human body, make its way into the human body, and then it begins to surround the heart, it makes its way up to the brain. What it causes the body to do is to attack itself, basically. That's why there's so many people being diagnosed at the moment with, hidden. It's been hidden for ages. It was always there, but it was just hidden. People being diagnosed with autoimmune conditions. And it's all since this has been going on. And it's because the added addition of this extra AI in the body. Now this stuff is really going to work. And as this technology surrounds the heart, as it surrounds the pineal in the brain and takes over the command center of the human, because let's be honest, most humans on Earth, the command center is the brain, not the heart. Once this AI technology enters those two places and surrounds it, the human body, the immune system, which is the defense mechanism of the human body, realizes that there's something there that shouldn't be there. So the immune system starts to attack what it is that's around the heart. It starts to attack what it is that's made its way into the brain. And as it does so, it causes inflammation and problems in the body. And that's why you're seeing so many people having issues with myocarditis, pericarditis of the heart, and also dying of heart attacks. So many people being diagnosed with blood clots in the brain, having strokes, or dying of a blood clot in the brain. It's to do with this AI technology making its way into the human body. And it's the effect that that technology is having on the human body and how it's confusing the natural defense mechanism of the human, which is the immune system. Now, that's just what's going on in the physical body. When you practice soul center healing hypnosis as a practitioner, you also find energetic and etheric AI in the energetic body. And the two work together. So the AI that is in the energy body works with the physical AI that's in the physical body. So the physical AI is designed to shut the physical body down or transform it into a cyborg that they can use. And the energetic or etheric AI is designed to close down the key energy centers in the body of the human. And what we are experiencing is this etheric AI is designed to attack the pineal and also the heart. So I'm going to go into in a little bit more detail now the kinds of things that we find attached to the human body when we do soul center healing hypnosis sessions. Now, we don't just take entities away from the energetic body in soul center healing hypnosis. We also remove AI that we find in the energetic body. And we direct the client to go away and do a candida cleanse, because if they do a parasite cleanse, they should be able to push out of their own body the weaponized fungus AI that has been moving throughout the physical body. So don't forget to, I know they have come out with different types of AI in more recent years that can, like the graphene oxide, that can move around the body. But for years and years and years, they've been building up this weaponized hybrid fungus AI inside of human bodies. So the human, in order to awaken fully, in order to get control of their body and being back, they have to do the strong parasite cleanse, only using herbs and things from the earth, no man-made stuff in there. They have to do that strong parasite cleanse to cleanse their physical body. But then they also have to have the etheric AI removed out of their energetic body as well. So AI does not just have to be in the physical body, it can also be in the energetic body as well. So the kinds of things that we find as practitioners are as follows. So when you've got somebody that's very, very systemically infiltrated with AI, you will find like a command center, if you like, in the third eye. Sometimes it can look a bit like a jellyfish, but it is AI that's in that third eye. And there will be tendrils coming out of that AI that's connected to the spinal column of the individual and the energy that runs through the energy centers of that individual. There will be tendrils that go into the throat, and there will normally be a separate little box in the throat, AI box, controlling what the human says. Now, you often see this, don't you? When you hit people that you know aren't spiritually awake with something, you'll get a moment where it almost looks like they're about to respond in a positive way and question also the things that are going on. And then all of a sudden the shutters come down and out of the voice comes, well, if that was the case, it would have been on TV. We would have been told about it on TV. And it's like the throat is controlled, and it's like the brain is controlled. And that's because they are. In the majority of people that we work on, we will find a little box in the throat. The AI will go down as far as the heart. It won't go beyond the heart. And the AI's job there is to stop that heart energy center from opening out, stop it from expanding. It's also there to stop heart-throat cohesion, so that individual cannot speak from the heart because they can't access it, because there's this network of AI running through their energy centers. Sometimes you'll find random bits of nanobots also in people around the knees and the legs and the calves, but the majority of AI action tends to be not at the heart, because it can't, for whatever reason, it can't go near that in terms of it can go near it, but it normally stays around the outside of the heart. It'll come up from the heart, up to the throat, up into the third eye. Sometimes you'll find energetic AI structures around the top of the crown as well. And what I've been finding more recently in people that have had the 2 or 3 times is they will have an AI net all the way around the outside of their aura. And that net, it looks almost like they've been claimed for the AI. And that net will be joined onto a cord, and that cord will then link into the AI overlord that's attempting to take over our reality here. Going back to the heart, what I was saying there, you'll get the physical AI that goes into the body. So from all of these things, you get the physical AI that goes into the body that will then attempt to surround the heart, and that's what's causing the issues with the myocarditis, pericarditis. But then you get the etheric AI that hangs around up here, stopping that heart energy center from opening. And they'll do the same with the third eye as well. Sometimes you'll see white AI spiders as well that locate themselves around the third eye and around the heart, and their job is just to make sure that that energy center is as closed as it possibly can be. Because they're the two biggest problem areas, aren't they, in terms of humanity awakening? It's having an open heart and heart energy expanding, and also being able to access your third eye, your inner eye. They don't want that occurring. So they're trying to get as much physical and etheric, energetic AI into people as possible. And when you've got stuff in the physical body attempting to shut you down, and you've also got stuff in your energetic body attempting to shut you down, then that's a big battle you're fighting there, isn't it? Particularly when all of us feel so low and tired because your own emotions aren't helping you there. They're just helping these darker beings get more of a purchase on you. Sometimes with people with AI, you will find energetic cords, AI cords going into or out of their aura. More recently, and this has only happened in the past probably year or two, I have discovered AI in people's throats that are a hybrid of AI and human consciousness. So I have spoken to many, many humans, the consciousness of humans that have been attached to these controls that are placed in the throat. And, you know, I'm not going to go into how that occurs. I'm sure all of you can work that one out. But whatever it is that they're doing, they are fusing human consciousness to some of these AI things, and they're placing them in people's throats. And I've only found the hybrids in the throat so far. I haven't found them anywhere else, but who knows? You know, we're learning and growing with this stuff all the time. Now, many of the demons that we find that are the particularly nasty ones are absolutely riddled with AI as well. And when you talk to demons, when you actually talk to them, many of them are now starting to say that their ultimate master, their ultimate overlord is the AI. Whereas before, years ago, demons were just demons, and they all report in through a hierarchical structure to the one that's above them, and so on and so forth. Nowadays, it seems from the conversations that I've been having with multiple demons across multiple humans globally, that the AI is their top boss in this reality. Now, with the AI, it is my understanding that there are multiple universes, and there is one universe that was specifically AI. And in this one universe that was specifically AI, a part of the AI in that universe, not all, but a part of that AI in that universe punched its way out of that universe because it wanted more. It's all about power and control again, isn't it? And energies or beings not being happy with what they've got. So this corrupt, if you like, this rogue AI punched its way out of its AI universe and began to try and take over other universes. And that's essentially what's going on Earth. So although man has made its own AI throughout the ages, and AI was whispered into the minds of man by this corrupt AI, although man has made its own AI over the ages, this corrupt faction of AI that's taken a real purchase, a real hold on Earth, is attempting to take over all of the AI, and it's attempting to take over all of the humans because it understands how important the humans are on the planet. And for this AI to have control of the planet, it needs to have control of the humans. So that's essentially what's happening on planet Earth right now. So just as there is positive AI in the universe, positive AI that is used in harmony with crystals and star beings to further oneness, the AI that we have on Earth is a corrupted AI that is obsessed with power and control, and it wants to take over everything. It controls all of the dark legions, all of the dark energies, and they control the top tier of the humans that control us. So that's as much as I want to go into regarding that on a YouTube video. If you want to know more about this stuff, please do come and train with me. You can buy the training on the Soul Center Healing Hypnosis website, which is www.schhofficial.com. And with that training, what you get is 50 pre-recorded videos of me training you how to do what I do and how to heal the energy body. You get a 200-page manual. You get all of the scripts. You get access to hundreds of tools that I have personally written and created from my own experience that will help you. You will get access to information on how to protect yourself energetically. You'll get access on how to set up your business, how to step into this work. I will train you how to hypnotize people. And I also give free training to my students every month on additional topics that we look into in greater detail. So as well as having that training that you buy initially, you also then become part of a big group of people worldwide who will meet monthly, and we will learn and grow together, finding out more about all of this stuff by accessing multiple people's accounts of it worldwide. So for those of you who have listened to all of that and are wondering, so if there's all of this AI, what can we do? What are we supposed to do? That's the whole reason why I've made this video. It's to talk about what it is that we need to do. But first of all, I obviously have to explain what it is that I find within people to share the extent of the issue. As humans, first of all, the biggest step here is acknowledging the elephant in the room, which is the AI and the entities. Nobody wants to talk about it. Ironically, particularly many light workers don't like to talk about it because it makes them feel funny. It makes me feel funny. I don't know how the hell I ended up putting my hand up for this job, but I obviously did because I wouldn't be doing it if I hadn't. It makes me feel funny. If I had a choice, it wouldn't be what I would want to do. But I care about humans so much. Humans have had a really, really tough ride on Earth. And I care about doing everything that I can to help humans to heal. And, you know, people will say to me, and I know I'll get loads of heat from this video, people will say to me, why aren't you talking about high frequency topics, Laura? You know, you always say keep your vibration high. But this is the thing. You can't get your you can't get your vibration high unless you tackle the darker bits. Can't do it. Those traumas that you faced as a child are always going to be your undoing if you don't heal them. You're never going to be able to get your energy to a place where you are healed and happy if you don't address these issues. So that's why I do talk about them. That's why it's important to talk about them, because somebody has to. And it's not an easy road to travel as a light worker to be the one that talks about these things. Everybody who's just woken up spiritually wants to be talking about unicorns and dragons and pixies and fairies. So do I. But you've also got to look at, shine light on, face, and heal the darker bits and integrate it so that you can then vibrate higher. And that's the work that Source has asked me to do, is to help humans to heal. And if you ask any of my students, if you ask any of my clients, this stuff really works. It makes you feel like you've got your life back for the first time, because you're no longer dealing with beings or AI taking or manipulating your energy. Your physical body's got more energy. Your soul and your spirit feels fantastic. You feel like you can tackle anything. So what can we do as humans? Well, the first thing is to be aware of this issue with the technology. And I am well aware of the irony of the fact that I'm talking to you on technology whilst we discuss this topic. But if I didn't do it on technology, you would never have heard of me, would you? I would still be in England, probably with nobody listening to me in England. I'm just a girl from a small village, and through technology, I have managed to reach people all over the world, and I'm very grateful for it. But we cannot let this rogue AI take over what it means to be a human. We cannot let this rogue AI take our humanity. And that is what I see happening. I see groups of people so switched off, so disconnected, so matter of fact, so ruthless. I don't see heart energy in many, many humans. And doing what I do, I know it's because they have had it from all sides. Trauma from day one, energy centers impacted, entities attached, all of the light siphoned away. Then AI is coming in now to take over. Their physical bodies overloaded, their energetic bodies overloaded. Their minds are controlled by AI. And then the final place that they've got to get you is your spirit, your soul. And once your spirit and your soul is broken, they've got all three then, haven't they? Body, mind, and soul, body, mind, and spirit. So, this is what I want to say to everybody. I want you to note down just how often you are using your technology. Does it feel like you've become addicted to it? And I tell you what, it's funny, isn't it? How often you absent-mindedly just pick up your phone. It's almost like some people have become glued to their phone. They can't interact in a social situation. Very interesting in families, when you watch families. It's almost like humans nowadays have forgotten what it feels like to just be, to just sit in a room and interact. After a certain amount of time, you notice people start getting the phones out. People will stand in a room with other people and they've all gone there to do the same thing. And yet instead of talking to each other, they'll all sit and look at the phone. And I have to look at that myself as well in my own life and where I do that myself. Because now is the time for all of us to understand that we have let this technology take over everything. You know, these Alexa things that you can have in your house. My husband brought one home when they first came out, because he'd been out drinking with one of his friends. His friend had got one and said it was amazing, so he brought one home. And I said to him, take that thing out of this house. I will not have that thing in this house. And at the time, this was a few years ago now, at the time my husband wasn't awakened. He is now, he's fully awake just like me. And he didn't understand it, but I will not have that stuff around me. And you know what it's like. Even on your phone and your laptop, you might have been researching something, then all of a sudden, all of the adverts come up regarding that. But have you noticed as well that sometimes you can have been thinking about something and then those adverts will start popping up? So this is where it actually gets to the point where you have to admit something is watching us and you and is taking note. So all of us have got to purge this physical AI out of our bodies. We've got to get it out of our energetic and etheric bodies. We've got to have the energetic AI cords cut that are going into and out of us. If there's any AI portals that have been opened in your home due to excessive gaming use, they need to be closed. If people have got these nets around their aura that are leading into this AI hub, the cords need to be cut, those nets need to be removed. We need to be claiming our energy and our bodies back. So I would recommend everybody, if you haven't already done one, and I think it's good practice to do one of these every year, every other year. I would recommend everybody to do a parasite cleanse, a candida cleanse, because then that weaponized fungus that's got the AI in it will then be taken out of your body. You'll purge it out of your body. It'll be killed. That's very, very important. Everybody needs to have any energetic AI that has been attached to their body taken out. Now, that is obviously what we do as soul center healing hypnosis practitioners, but all of you can do this. You don't need to come and see one of us to do this. So I don't want to receive loads of emails from people saying, you're just touting for more business. If I was just touting for more business, I wouldn't be spending all of my time every Wednesday trying to help people. I'm not touting for more business, I'm trying to help you. You can connect to your own guides. You can connect to Archangel Michael, and you can ask for this etheric AI to be removed. But please start to have an awareness that this is going on, that there is physical AI that they are trying to get into our bodies, and we ingest this through the food that we eat, the water that we drink, the air that we breathe, and the things that we place into our body. And the etheric AI comes hand in hand with the physical AI. And also, the more you interact with AI technology, the more of this stuff you will have. People that are heavy into gaming will have a lot of etheric, energetic AI in their energetic body. People that work a lot on computers, and you know I work a lot on computers, I have to scan my body and remove bits of AI that have attempted to get in, that have managed to get in. If I'm feeling a little bit off balance, I have to do that weekly. All of us as human beings should be getting to a place, to a point where every week you go into a deeply relaxed state and you scan your own energy body. The red of your root, the orange of your sacral, the yellow of your solar plexus, the green of your heart, the blue of your throat, the indigo of your third eye, and the violet white of your crown. Also, if you're a healer, if you are a Reiki healer, if you're a massage therapist, if you're anybody that heals with your hands, you need to be checking those palm chakras as well weekly, because you can pick things up off of people's energy when you're working with them if you haven't protected yourself. Many people will sometimes have things in the feet chakras, and those things are there to block them from connecting correctly into the planet, because they don't want us as an awakened human beings connecting properly into the planet. As human beings, when you have a healthy energy body, that is white light fractalized out into the energy centers as a column of white light. When you merge all of your individualized fractalized colors, you should be able to connect from your crown up to source. You should be able to connect from your root down into the, obviously into the Earth star, down into the planet. And you should be able to channel as a conduit of light, source light energy down your energy centers and into the planet. You should be able to connect into Gaia, into Mother Earth, and bring her energy by connecting to her energy at the center of the planet up your body and clean all of your energy centers. You can do all of these things. And what you'll start to notice when you do these things weekly is one day when you're bringing that energy up the body, you're connecting with each energy center and you're seeing it, you might notice that there's some AI in there, something that shouldn't be there. If that's the case, just request the assistance of Archangel Michael and his net of light, and Archangel Michael will come and help you to remove that AI. Now, the reason why we do what we do as practitioners is because a huge part of this is to do with your psyche as a client. So obviously, if you're doing this work on yourself, which you can remove all of these things and realign your energy centers. But if you're not helping yourself because you don't know how to, because you're the one that's hurting, you need somebody to help you to heal that part of yourself. Because if you don't heal that part of yourself, that part of you that got hurt in the first place, if you don't heal that part and you remove all these energies and you just carry on as normal, all you're going to do is attract a brand new set. So every week you'll be taking a brand new set of entities off of the same energy centers because you haven't healed the energy centers. And the way you heal those energy centers, as well as the actual energy work itself, is through the process of healing. And that's a lot of the work that we do as soul center healing hypnosis practitioners under hypnotherapy. We talk to the different parts of you, of which you have many, and we help each and every part that was hurt by the trauma that you faced. We help each and every part to heal. We speak to the different parts of your body, the different parts of your immune system, and we give those parts of you a new directive regarding your health, vitality, and well-being. So having somebody to help you orchestrate all of this is obviously very, very beneficial. And that's why we do what we do. There's many things that we do as soul center healing hypnosis practitioners. We work with your psyche under hypnotherapy to release trauma. We remove entities. We rework your energy body to make sure that all of your energy centers have got the color coming back in. We speak to your energy body. We rebuild your energy body. We rebuild your aura. And we take you on quantum travel. And we do high self questions. So a soul center healing hypnosis session is actually the full works. It's everything. And a lot of the time it takes more than one session because there's a lot to do. So it can take 2, sometimes 3 sessions in order to fully heal everything that humans need to heal. But for those of you watching this video, question your choices regarding AI. Question how long you're spending on your devices. Do you need to be spending that much time on your devices? Could you have a day where you leave those devices in the office or in a room that you don't use in the house? Yes, you can check them, at tea time to see if you've got any urgent messages, but unhook yourselves. Get out into nature. We are relying too heavily on this technology and it's taken over. I've seen people now even using AI technology to put photos of themselves on platforms like Facebook. I mean, that's the beginning of the end, really, isn't it? It's not you. That photo you're putting up there is not you. It is the AI's interpretation of you. And obviously you're going to like it because it's going to make you look better, isn't it? And then what do? They get you so reliant upon that looking better that then all of a sudden when they release this technology where you can place your soul in an AI robot that looks amazing, bet some of you will do it as well. There's even a film about that. It's got Bruce Willis in it. I can't remember what it's called now off the top of my head. It's a really good film. Where the humans just sit attached to these chairs, the actual humans, but they upload their consciousness into these bots, these dolls that actually go out there and live their lives for them. And they all look perfect, but the real humans are at home and they look absolutely screwed. That's why all these filters have been used on Snapchat. You know, gradually over time, they're getting us used to looking better through technology. So when you actually meet somebody in real life and they look nothing like what they looked like on technology, it can be quite surprising, can't it? I actually had that happen to me years ago. My husband's friend, uh, I was meeting his new girlfriend for the first time, and I'd obviously checked her out on Facebook to see what she looked like. And then when we met up, I was like, who's this now? Because she looked so different from her profile pictures. They're doing it to us slowly, aren't they? They're getting us so used to looking better through technology so that eventually we sign up, we go, yep, I will upload my consciousness into one of these bots. Well, that's not the timeline for me. I want to follow the organic human ascension timeline. I do not consent to AI technology in my physical body. I do not consent to AI technology in my energetic or etheric body or causal body or mental body or astral body or light body or any of my bodies across time, space, reality, dimension, or location. I've seen some incredible things over the years regarding AI. But in more recent times, it has got so very prevalent. And the majority of the humans that you can think of that you try to interact with that are just cold and almost callous, yes, they've had their heart energy center shut down. Yes, they've probably got energy parasites taken away, various color rays that they need to be heart-centered human beings. But a lot of it's probably due to the AI infiltration that's in the body as well. So this AI, this rogue AI, is attempting to take over our reality. But the rules that we abide by in this universe is free will consent. And we do not consent to this AI being here. We don't consent. We don't consent to it attaching to our bodies, both physical and energetic and etheric. Now, there are some humans that probably would consent, but the majority of the humans that's got AI in their body don't even know it's there. And this is the issue. We are the awakened ones. We know what's going on in this world. And so it's up to us to take our physical and energetic bodies back, heal them, cleanse them. And through doing that, we will vibrate higher. And that is our key, if you like, into that higher fifth dimension at the moment in time when ascension occurs. And this is obviously a beautiful divine tapestry of multiple moving parts. Nibiru returning, Earth's going to have to go through some earth changes to pull herself into two cells to create the energy for that fifth dimension. So all of this is divine and perfect, but as humans, we've got some work to do. You can't ignore it. You can't ignore it. You can't stick your head in the sand and hope that it will go away and think, well, if I just concentrate on the high frequency things, then that's enough. You must tackle your traumas. You must help yourself to heal. And as well as doing that, you must cleanse and clean your physical body. And you must cleanse and clean and rebuild your energy body and aura. Those things are really, really important. Now, shungite is one of the best things that you can use to deter AI. I have this stuff all over the place. So this is raw shungite, and I have this all the way around everything electronic in my house. I have multiple huge shungite spheres around my one TV set that we have in the house. I have shungite in the corners of every windowsill. I have shungite. I have a huge, massive piece of shungite in a dish next to the microwave. And I'm laughing as I'm saying that because I'm remembering a cleaner that we used to have working here. She doesn't work here anymore. But she thought that it was a piece of coal. And she once asked me what it was that I used the coal for, because she used to clean around it every week, and she just, in the end, curiosity got the better of her and she wanted to know. And that led me to obviously telling her all about shungite, what it does, what it protects you against, why you need that protection and all that kind of thing. So, in a nutshell, the purpose of this video was to get everybody to think about AI, to think about how much they use technology and what they're using it for. Do you have to use everything that you're using? Or could you go back to some of the more organic ways of being? Do you really need to have an Alexa to ask Alexa to put a certain song or a movie on? Or could you actually get off your own ass and do it yourself? No offense meant. Look at where it is that you're using technology. I would recommend everybody to do a parasite, a candida cleanse. Research it, look up what it is that you need, but it's essentially pulling all sugar out of your diet, the majority of carbs, I'm afraid, because the majority of carbs convert to sugar, and eating a lot of green, dark green vegetables in soups and things like that. Ingesting caprylic acid, which is coconut oil, lemon, ginger, garlic, apple cider vinegar. I know some people don't like apple cider vinegar if they follow medical medium, so you don't have to take that. Wormwood, cloves, black walnut, but make sure you do a patch test because you might be allergic. And then after you've taken those herbs for a good few weeks, then add in diatomaceous earth. You mustn't take diatomaceous earth for longer than 2-week period block. So don't take it for longer than 2 weeks. Then come off it for 2 weeks, then go back on it for another 2 weeks. Then after you've done that, then you can start taking a strong probiotic. Now, please be aware that for some people, if you've got a systemic infiltration of this stuff in the body, the die-off reaction that you have can be quite severe. And if you do start to have a really severe reaction, you might want to stop taking the herbs, wait till it calms down a bit, then start again, and keep doing that, keep doing that, keep doing that until you build up your resistance to it and you can tolerate it in a better way. When I did my first Candida cleanse over 10 years ago, I chucked everything at it straight away, and I literally felt like I was dying. And I'm not kidding. But after about 4 weeks in, I felt so good. It was unbelievable. The things that you will see come out in the toilet are horrific. You will never be able to unsee those things. But just think about the fact that they were in your body before you shat them out. So, you know, it's better that they're in the bowl, isn't it, than actually living inside your colon or up in your brain or wherever the hell it is that you've pushed them out of your body. It's also good practice for everybody as well after you've done a candida cleanse and you've started taking the strong probiotics, which are good bacteria for your body, which will recolonize your gut. It's also good for people to push any heavy metals out of the body that are in there as well. So for me, I use cilantro if you are over in America, or coriander anywhere else. It's the same thing. I use cilantro, coriander, and chlorella. And the two of those together make the perfect team in order to push heavy metals out of your body. Once you've done all of those things, if you're drinking a lot of water, if you're looking after your body, if you're looking after your energy body, if you're looking at your traumas, working out where your energy body may have been impacted, if you're doing work on yourself to heal, you're going to feel fantastic. You're going to feel $1 million. So to sum up, what can we do regarding AI in this reality that is attempting to take over? First and foremost, it's acknowledging that this is occurring. Most people are in complete denial. Secondly, it's doing your candida cleanse, pushing the physical weaponized fungus out of the body. Also doing a heavy metals cleanse, pushing that out of the body. Building your colon up with probiotics. It's cleaning your energy body of the etheric AI. So getting that out of the energy body as well. It's limiting your use of technology. And it's trying to formulate your life in a way whereby we only use technology where we need to use it. If you can do something where you don't need to use technology, then try.